What's up, boys and girls? Welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to walk through the top gainers with you. So right here, make sure you filter by pre-market if you haven't already. And we're going to go through the top gainers list. I'm going to go over the exact stocks that I would be looking at or that I'm currently looking at going into market open. So make sure you grab your paper and your pen, put those kids in the closet. If you guys are brand new to the channel, my name is Andrew. Over the past 15 months, I've backtested 3,468 penny stock breakouts. I track over 15 different variables. So everything that I say in this video is not going to be based off of emotion, intuition, my feelings, feeling that I got in my nutsack, a feeling that I got in my tummy, my gut feeling. It's going to be based off of cold hard numbers, and I'm going to show you the numbers in today's video. All right. So if that interests you, then let's go ahead and dial straight in, guys. First thing that I'm taking a look at here, I started at the top of the list and I worked my way down. So HCAI is the top gainer on today's top gainers list, currently up over 186% right now. So we got a big runner for the day, and this thing is just steady climbing. Now, the first thing that I'm going to go over here and look at is going to be the market cap and free float. Something very important, you should write this down in your notes, is that the market cap here on Webull does not increase in pre-market. Like, it doesn't update in pre-market. This market cap is not really 5 million. This market cap was 5 million at the previous close yesterday, which was at 14 cents. The stock is now sitting at 42 cents, which means the market cap has increased with the price increase. So the way you do this, guys, is the price has increased by 189%, which means you have to increase that market cap by 189%. For me, I do a lot of this math in my head, but if you guys want to make it super simple, you guys could just talk to ChatGPT. You should be using AI. It's 2026, and say, hey, Chat, can you increase the $5 million market cap by 185%? And it's going to tell you the true market cap. And the true market cap is sitting somewhere right below 15 million currently right now, which is fine, but this is super important because what you want to do is you want to trade market caps that are below 50 million. If you truly want to catch stocks that have a higher percentage chance of going 15% or more, then market cap has to be below 50 million, and the free float also needs to be below 50 million as well. And while it's so important for you to realize that the market cap doesn't update in pre-market, is like, for example, what would happen if this market cap said 40 million instead of 5 million? Well, you may look at that and say, oh, it's 40 million, it's below 50 million, and you would trade this. But in reality, you forget to increase that $40 million market cap by 180%. And if you increase 40 million by 180%, now you're sitting at like $100 million market cap, which means it is above 50 million, which means you should stay far away from it and you shouldn't be trading it. And again, like I said in this video, I'm going to give you the cold hard stats. So if we come over here to the breakout dashboard, one of the many different things that I track is going to be free float and market cap. So for example, if I just come over here to market cap and we start off with the higher market caps, and we go 500 million to 1 billion, what you'll be able to see right here on my dashboard is going to be the win rate for 15%. Now, for market caps between 500 million to a billion, I've tracked 138, and only 38 of those have run for 15% or more, with a win rate of only 27.5%. Now, what if I come here and instead of doing 500 million to a billion, I click on 200 to 500 million? Now the win rate has increased up to 32.28%. Now let's go to 50 to 200 million. Now we're at 46%. Let's go to 10 to 50 million. Now we're at 48%. So typically, as a general rule, the lower the market cap, the higher likelihood that a stock is going to run for 10, 15, 20% and beyond. Okay, so that's why for me, I only trade market caps, I only trade free floats that are below 50 million. If it's above 50 million, guys, I just skip it. I don't trade it. All right, now, second thing that I'm going to look at, let me just get rid of this horizontal line, which I call my breakout level, is for me, when I first started backtesting all of these different trades, I used to sit down at the computer at 6 a.m. So what you can do, this is the way I map out my highs or my resistance level when I track the very first breakout. Is when I used to sit down at 6 a.m., you have to put yourself in my shoes. This right here is the 6 a.m. candle, right? So when I sat down at 6 a.m., all I could see was this price action. And what I would do at 6 a.m. when I sat down is just map out the high for the day. Now, for me, when I map out the high, I don't use the wicks of the candle. I use the body of the candle. So for me, that high would have been 0.3442. We hit that high right here at 5:05. I would have sat down right here at 6 a.m. and this was the price action that I would have saw. So for me, whenever I track these breakouts, guys, and you like all of this information that I'm providing you with is based on the first breakout of the day. And what I mean by that is this the first breakout that happens after 6 a.m. So at 6 a.m. when I sat down, this was the high that was set. And then after that, we get this breakout above that level at 625 because this 5-minute candle closes above that level, okay? That is what triggers me and makes me track it and put it in my back-end tracker, which goes to my dashboard, and I'm giving you all the numbers for that, okay? Now, with that being said, guys, there are second breakouts that happen. There are third breakouts that happen. This is the first breakout. And to give you an example of a second breakout is, okay, we break through that level, we get another red candle, so this would be your next breakout level, and then we break out above this level. That is a second breakout. For me, I don't trade second breakouts, I don't trade third breakouts, I only trade the first breakout. So for me, we get that breakout right here at 6:25 a.m., so that counts as a breakout. And being that this bad boy broke out at such an early time means I am not going to be trading this one. So you guys can actually see the time all the way down here at the bottom. This is 6:25. So if I come over here to my breakout dashboard and I click on reset, what I want you to notice is that this win rate right here, just for a basic breakout, is only 45%, which means you guys should not be taking basic 5-minute candle breakouts, all right? I have 6 other setups that have over 70% win rate. You guys should not be taking basic breakouts. But if we come over here and we filter by time frame, I can click on the 6 to 7 a.m. time frame, and it's going to generate the win rate for that time frame. And look at how that win rate drops. That win rate is only 39.8%. The 6 to 7 a.m. time frame has consistently been one of the worst time frames for breakouts. So you can take a look, 299 total trades, only 119 have run for 15%, a 39% win rate, which means if I take every single trade between 6 and 7 a.m., I'm only going to win 39% of the time. Now, if you would have got into HCAI with a 15% stop loss, this stock actually pulls back 16.9% right here and would have kicked you out if you would have bought this bad boy. So this is going to go down as a loser. Now, since then, it's rallied, but it's very clear to see here that this isn't very clean price action here. This is very, very choppy. If you get into any of this, you're going to be holding this for 30, 45 minutes plus, probably for an hour plus. So while the stock could go for a run, being that this thing broke out super early and it's already going to be listed as a loser, I am not going to be trading HCAI, even though it is a top gainer, even though the market cap looks good, even though the free float looks good. All right. Now let's move down to the next one. RDGT. The first thing that I want you to notice in RDGT, we look at the market cap. Market cap is good, well below 50 million, but the free float, 78 million. The free float is too damn high. And again, guys, I'm going to come back over here to my dashboard and I'm going to show you the fucking numbers that back it up. If you guys come over here and you click on 50 to 200 million shares on the float, you can see that the win rate is only 34% right here. If we go to 10 to 50 million, look at how that win rate increased all the way up to 44%. If I go to 1 to 10 million, now the win rate is 49.7%. So again, as a general rule, you want that free float to be as low as possible if you want more than a coin flip, right? So for me, I'm not going to be trading RDGT at all because that free float is way too high at 78.1 million. Next up is going to be SILO. So SILO, if we take a look right here, I used to sit down at the computer at 6 a.m., which means when I sat down at the computer, it would have been right here around this time right here, which means our high for the day was already set on this candle right here, which happened at 5:15 a.m., which is why I have this horizontal line. This is called my breakout level. Now, since then, you can see that we broke out right here at 7:05. Again, the 7 to 8 a.m. time frame hasn't been super consistent. I used to trade it, but currently right now I'm only trading between 9 a.m. till 12 p.m. So being that this stock had its first breakout right here at 7:05 a.m., guess what? I am not going to be taking this breakout. However, there is something that I track. And what I track is when a stock does break out in pre-market and makes a very strong move like Silo did, there's also pullback opportunities. So for me, obviously I didn't play this breakout right here. However, I am still watching SILO as a possible pullback opportunity for me going into market open. So I may actually trade this one. So SILO is on my watch list. What I would highly recommend is you guys keep this on your watch list. Now, I will let you know that if this thing falls below 54 cents before pre-market, I'm not going to be trading it. But SILO is definitely on my list. Let's go down to the next one, which is going to be IPST. So if we take a look at IPST, this bad boy actually just started moving. So for me, I never trade the initial move right here on the 5-minute time frame. I just wait for all of the scalpers to hop in, buy, sell, buy, sell. What I wait for is the first red candle in the 5-minute time frame so I can draw out my horizontal line, which is going to be my breakout level. We have not got a pullback yet, so I got to wait on this one to actually get a pullback. But if we take a look at IPST, you can see the market cap is 2.4 million. We got to increase that by 90%, which means the market cap sitting right below 5 million, which is fine. Free float is below 10 million, which is great. So IPST is definitely something I'm going to keep on my watch list, but I'm waiting on a pullback for it. All right. Next up, we're going to go to ADVB. ADVB, market cap looks good. Free float looks good. My breakout level is set at $8.74. We set that level at 6 o'clock yesterday and after hours. We tried to break above it right here at 7 a.m., but got rejected, and since then it's pulled back. We obviously got a good way to go all the way back to 874, but I have an alert set at that level. That way, if we break above that level, I have an alert set, and it is a possible trade that I might look at. Next up, we got SKYQ, and this bad boy really just started moving. So the first thing that I really want to track here is I want to go to the previous close. The previous close is going to be right here at 4 o'clock. So at 4 o'clock, all the way up to this very first level right here, what was the percentage gain? This stock was only up 15%. For me, I don't count a breakout level unless the stock is up at least 17%. You may be asking why. Well, the reason why I do that is because a lot of times stocks that are below 17% are very, very low volume and they don't have much attention. Most of the time they're at the very bottom of the top gainers list, even if they are on the top gainers list. A lot of times they're not. So for me, I wait for the stock to be up at least 17%. Being that at this level right here, the stock was only up 15%, I'm not going to count that as my breakout level, which means for SKYQ, my breakout level is going to be up here at $7.06. So I'm going to right click, create an alert, and I'm going to make sure that I set the news and movement, include extended hours, very important, and I'm going to click on save. SKYQ, market cap sitting at 18 million, increase that by 34%, still below 50 million. Free float is at 3 million. So SKYQ is definitely a possible opportunity. Breakout level is going to be 706. All right. CUPR, this one made a big move in after hours yesterday, has consistently been pulling back for all of pre-market. I do have an alert set at 91 cents. Probably not going to trade this one today. Probably not going to bounce back, but I'd rather have that alert and have it set. And you know, if it goes up there, then I'll get alerted, and if it doesn't, no worries. I just have an alert set there just in case. All right. Next up, AIXI, $10.8 million market cap, 13 million shares on the float, currently up only 23%. So right here, I have an alert set at $1.22. We came up here at 4:50 a.m. We made this high, and since then we've been pulling back. So alert set at $1.22. I'm looking forward to break above that level. Next up, we got CUE. If you take a look right here, the free float is extremely high at 97 million. Will not be trading that one. We can move on to the next one. KPRX. Now this is one that I've already tracked on my breakout tracker, so it's already inside of my dashboard. This one popped at 7:05 a.m. when we pulled back, and then this 5-minute candle broke above that level right here at 7:45. So this one already broke out at 7:45 a.m. That next 5-minute candle was red right here. So KPRX, even though the market cap and the free flow looks good, it got this first initial breakout way too early, between 7 to 8 a.m. So I will not be trading that one. And then also too, it did not make a very strong move afterwards. You know, if this stock popped and made a strong move, then maybe I would consider playing it on a pullback opportunity going into market open. However, this thing pops above this previous level, and then it immediately just pulls back and takes a poop, which means typically those are not the stocks that are going to move big for the day. So I'm going to skip out on that one. All right, next up we got TBH. TBH, I have an alert set up here at 60 cents. ORGO, market cap and free float are way too high. MGN, so we can see right here, all of this action is before 6 a.m. So the highest level that we had before 6 a.m. was up here at 24 cents. Horizontal line there, right click, create an alert. So my alert is set at 24 cents. All right. MIGI is a stock that I traded yesterday, sold too damn early, sold, you know, right here. This thing ended up making a big move in after hours. Pre-market finally, or excuse me, in after hours, we hit this high right here of $3.49. I have an alert set there at that level. Market cap and free float both look good on that one as well. Okay, so that is my pre-market watch list. Obviously, as new stocks pop up, this is going to change. If you guys want to live trade with me every single day, I live trade with my one-on-one students from 9 a.m. till 12 p.m. You can click that link down below, book a call with me, specifically for anybody who's trading with over 5K plus in their portfolio. I got 6 setups with over a 70% win rate, and I got the receipts to back it up, guys. I would love to show you all of my setups. So if that's you, click that link down below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces.